that somebody or somewhere wants me to do what I'm doing. Well, I know some of them do because I'm part of this program now. It's a form of disclosure known as subliminal education. Now, the cynics in the businesses, in the government, call it psychotronic persuasion. You know, that they use it just, they can make people buy anything they want. People can be persuaded to do anything they want most people to do. All you have to do is watch TV regularly, or use the net, the web, regularly, and you end up eventually, you pay your taxes, you don't misbehave, you go to the ball games, you attend NASCAR, you do all the things that they've designed for you to do to keep you busy and to keep you from thinking. One of the things that gets my dander up and gets me angry is I say, geez, people, for God's sake, wake up. Stop being a clam. Stop playing their stupid game. I can't watch TV anymore. It makes me sick to my stomach. You know, I get on there and I surf, desperately looking for something worth watching, you know? I have a few moments, maybe there'll be something. The History Channel, perhaps, but they're not to be trusted anymore because now they've got, you know, they're making a whole damn program out of us. Swap meets. They've got, what, a Las Vegas, a pawn shop. They got a whole program on pawn shop in Las Vegas. Oh, he stole my heart.
Yeah.
How exciting, you know, watching a damn pawn shop. Well, forgive me.
Yeah.
You know, my dander was rising there, but I apologize to you
Yeah.
because I get so pissed at this because the masses allow them to manipulate. And I say to people, damn it, wake up. Use your head. Keep the TV away from your kids, or you're going to turn them into little radishes and parsnips.
Over the decades, have you seen that change much? Always the same?
Alejandro, I've seen it getting worse. Now, our society is to a point where it is becoming fragmented, and there are different levels. Now, there are people in this society that are incredibly bright, who are thinking and are paying attention. And then there are other people who don't even want to think. It's too painful. They've either lost their job or they're worried about losing the job, or maybe their house, you know, they may have lost their house. I look at the masses out there and my heart breaks sometimes because I see good, decent people being used and manipulated. And there are so many of them out there who have no options, they have no freedoms. They're just playing the game. They're trying to get by. They're trying to pay the bills, keep the job, keep the kid in school.
So is their program working?
Well, their program is working, but one of the things I've criticized them about is that it's taking so long. I'll be 82 next month, you know, so to speak. That's nothing. They see our lives, they see our society, they see our planet, and they see the human race from a different perspective than we do. Where I get angry and I get short-tempered and heartbroken about what's happening, they take a bigger picture. They have a broader view. And now I understand why. Because some of them live incredibly long lives. Now that's another thing that you cannot go out and tell, what do we call it, Joe Sixpack? You know, the guy in the street. He comes here, he incarnates on this planet, he lives a life. He struggles from the day he gets out of the crib, until he draws his last breath, he struggles to survive. That's why the Brookings report was so damned accurate. That's why it was so real. It's why I'm going to speak next month on why disclosure is not going to take place anytime soon. And I'm going to use the Brookings report as the classic example. Because I've had first-hand experience, Alejandro, with some of them. And I have learned that you cannot compare us with them yet. We're not ready. We can't deal with it. We can't handle it. How do you say to someone who's growing old and falling apart physically, like I am? My knees are going, my hearing is going, my eyes are now going. How do you say to me that you really don't have to go through any of that? You chose to come here. You chose to incarnate here and live a life here. Comparing our lives here on planet Earth and what we're going through with war after war after war, economic disasters. You can't compare us with them, because if we here in mass were to learn the reality of their lives and the world that they live in, it would crush us so much that we would lose a spark. They manipulate matter and they manipulate time. Now, you don't go out and tell the masses of people these things. First of all, they'll think you're out of your mind. You think you're nuts, which is maybe, it's easy for them. Oh, he's crazy. He's gone over the edge. Don't pay attention. The old part's lost it. Fine. If that makes them comfortable, fine. It doesn't make me comfortable, because I'm beyond being comfortable anymore. So now you've gotten a little taste, I think, I hope, and I've shared this with you affectionately because I have respect for you. I admire who you are and what you do. But it's not the sort of thing that you go out and share with the world, because the world ain't ready for that. One of my favorite astrophysicists, quantum physicist, Amit Goswami, brilliant man, Oregon State, one of the top astrophysicists on the planet, was on Coast to Coast the other night. I had to admire him. He's written several books that are outstanding. Even poor Amit Goswami said to George Noory, when he asked him, he says, "You think we're being visited by people from other planets and other stars?" And he says, "No, I don't. Because, the distances are so vast out there that they can't get here from there, and we can't go there from here." And this is one of my heroes, one of the top astrophysicists on the planet.
Yeah.
And he can't deal with it. He can't deal with the reality that they're here, that they've been here for several thousands of years, and that they can manipulate matter and time. Poor old Amit is not ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
Michio Kaku is not ready for that. And you know who he is.
He says he's open to the idea, and that he does think there might be some credence to the UFO
Yeah, well,
reports.
he's a brilliant man. I
Yeah.
have respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
Kaku.
I asked him about the SETI folks, and I asked him this very question, that they say they're too far from here. And he said, well, what do they know? They're astronomers, not physicists. Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
Alejandro, it's been my pleasure. Thank you for inviting.
It's always a great pleasure to have you on.
Well,
get to
looking
shake
forward
your
to seeing
hand.
you at the conference.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun.